Picture this. A river's water level is deliberately adjusted to accommodate a high-profile political figure's leisure activity. Sound like something out of a movie? Well, it actually happened last weekend. The Little Miami River in Ohio saw its water levels rise temporarily to ensure the safe navigation of Vice President J.D. Vance's security detail during a family kayaking trip. This revelation, confirmed by federal agencies on Thursday, has sparked widespread curiosity and debate about the lengths taken to ensure safety for public officials. But here's where it gets controversial. Should natural resources be manipulated for such purposes, even if it involves protecting someone in a high-ranking position? According to reports from The Guardian on Wednesday, the request to raise the river's water level came directly from Vance's Secret Service team. They were preparing for a boating excursion that would involve both motorized and non-motorized watercraft. However, things weren't entirely smooth before the trip. Public safety officials and members of the Secret Service conducted a joint scouting mission along the river ahead of time. During this planning phase, a public safety boat reportedly ran aground, a clear sign that water levels might pose challenges for navigation. The Army Corps of Engineers later confirmed in an email to The Hill that their Louisville district had received a formal request to increase water outflows from Caesar Creek Lake, which feeds into the Little Miami River. This move aimed to create safer conditions for everyone involved. Data from the U.S. Geological Survey supports this claim, showing a noticeable drop in lake elevation at Caesar Creek between Friday and Saturday, followed by a corresponding rise in the river's water levels on the same day. In defense of the operation, the Army Corps emphasized that the adjustment adhered strictly to standard procedures outlined in the Water Control Manual for Caesar Creek Lake. It was determined, they stated, that these actions wouldn't negatively impact downstream or upstream water levels. Meanwhile, the Secret Service echoed the sentiment in a separate email to The Hill, explaining that all operational planning occurred in close collaboration with the Ohio Department of Natural Resources and the Army Corps of Engineers. Their goal: to guarantee that motorized watercraft and emergency personnel could operate safely under optimal water conditions. For those wondering whether Vice President Vance himself knew about these arrangements, his office insists he did not. In an emailed statement to The Hill on Thursday, a spokesperson clarified, "The Secret Service often employs protective measures without the knowledge of the Vice President or his staff, as was the case last weekend." Social media posts further corroborated Vance's presence in southwestern Ohio over the weekend, including sightings along the Little Miami River on Saturday, his birthday. While no laws or guidelines appear to have been broken, questions remain about the precedent set by this decision. Should environmental adjustments like altering water levels become routine whenever VIPs are involved? And this is the part most people miss. The broader implications of prioritizing individual safety over shared natural resources can be significant. For instance, what happens if similar requests pile up in the future, potentially disrupting ecosystems or local recreational activities? As we reflect on this story, it's worth considering how far we're willing to go to balance security needs with environmental stewardship. Do you think this was a necessary step, or does it cross a line? Share your thoughts in the comments below. We'd love to hear where you stand on this intriguing issue.